everyone, today me and my friends are going to discuss about cloud computing, but before we get into the topic, let us introduce ourselves. I'm Rachel Tanwijaya and my other group members are Serly Angelica, Saphira Evani, Ellin and Shanice Lu. We're all from the class of 4 AKM8. So I'm going to discuss what is cloud computing. Cloud computing consists of the word cloud and computing, where the cloud itself in here does not mean the actual cloud in the sky, it means the internet. But computing is the activities that require the usage of a computer. Therefore, cloud computing is a process of storing data into the computer with the help of internet, where computers are all centralized in a place that we call data center and is operated by a cloud service providers. Enterprises are hoped to use this new model of computing in their business in the future, but there are some models that they have to decide before using this cloud computing. The first one is public cloud. This cloud is a cloud whose data is open to the public, and private cloud provides the internal data center of a business. Hybrid cloud is the combination of public and private clouds, and community clouds is the cloud between the public and private clouds with respect to the target set of consumers. There are some characteristics of cloud computing where there are 5 essential characteristics. The first one is on-demand self-services. This is a cloud service that can be done by the consumers automatically without any human interactions. Broad network access is available in anywhere and anytime you can access it as long as there is the internet connections. Resources pooling, the provider computer resources are pooled in the cloud to serve multiple consumers. Rapid elasticity, the cloud system, you can adjust the capacity of the cloud system. You can decrease or increase it according to the usage. Measure services, the cloud system is automatically monitored or optimized by measuring the capability of the abstractions that suited the services. There are also other characteristics like cost effectiveness, multi-tenancy, scalability, reliability, economics of scale, customizations, efficient resource utilizations, and virtualizations. Next is going to explain by my friends.
Cloud computing service model. Cloud computing is just a computing model. Player needs to master how to access and hook up for any three kinds of cloud computing services models such as SaaS, software as a service. SaaS is the most popular and well-established one from all cloud computing services and also known as on-demand software. Example of SaaS can be found at e-commerce, marketer, DocuSign, etc. Number 2 is PaaS, platform as a service. PaaS is designed for the programmer to develop, test, run, and manage application. PaaS can be found at OpenShift, Heroku, Fast.com, and etc. Number 3 is IaaS, infrastructure as a service. IaaS known as hardware as a service. IaaS can be found at Linux, Space, DigitalOcean, and etc. Cloud computing taxonomy. The NIST cloud computing reference architecture focuses on the requirement of what cloud service provides, rather than a layout that defines the implementation and solution.
There are several roles in cloud computing, which are as a digitally connectivity platform where the cloud computing is used to exchange data digitally, and then as a data storage where the cloud computing acts as an unlimited space to save files, as a cost-saving tool where the cloud computing has a lower cost than traditional server setup. Functions of the cloud computing are data backup and recovery, where the data that was saved into the cloud is automatically backup for easy recovery. Storage provider, large amount of data can be stored remotely and accessed easily. Then big data analytic, where the cloud can provide valuable data-driven insight that can help the user to build an action plan to meet the organizational goals. And then to increase efficiency, where all data in the cloud can be accessed easily by a user from anywhere they are. And some of the benefits of the cloud computing are efficiency and cost reduction, where the cloud has a lower cost than the traditional server setup, which is much more cheaper and with a lower maintenance cost. Scalability. Cloud is scalable as it is flexible according to the change of the need, as user can easily increase or decrease the cloud capacity. And then mobility. Cloud computing can be accessed easily over any device, which is a great way to ensure that no one is ever left out. And then security and loss prevention, when the cloud offers many advanced security features that guarantee that the data is securely stored and backup for prevention data loss. Then collaboration efficiency, when the cloud let the user to edit the file in real time and access them from anywhere in the world. Hence, user can be anywhere in the world but then still work together. And then reduce carbon footprint, by using the cloud platform, user can reduce the usage of tool and physical objects. Cloud also cut down the paper waste, electrical consumption, and company-related emission.
And now we continue how the cloud computing system works, but before we know it, we need to know the cloud computing system infrastructure. It is divided into two. First, the front end, where the client accesses the data stored in the cloud. It is also known as the user interface. It includes the computer networks application, the all methods used by the clients to access the cloud computing system. And second is the back end, where it is responsible for storing and managing the data and information needed. It is also the cloud section in the cloud computing system. It has the computers, the data system, all methods that used by the providers to provide different cloud computing service. And also in the system, the internet has act as the connector between the front end and the back end. So how does the cloud computing works? Firstly, the user will give the instruction through the front end, and the instruction will be passed to the backend by the internet. After receive the instruction, the backend will be process the data, and the result will be processed with an update page according to the instruction that received previously. And next is the examples of cognitive system and will be continued by my friend.
Some advantages of the Office 365 are availability, where as long as there is a working internet connection, user can have the ability to use the 365 anywhere. And then the predictable cost, where Office 365 is paid per user per month basis like a subscription, cost of the license depending on the level of functionality chosen. Then 365 apps. By subscribing into Microsoft 365, user can enjoy the benefit for the premium version of the Microsoft 365 apps. As included are Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, and OneDrive, which can help the user in completing the work. And then site subscription, where 365 enable family subscribers, where user can share his subscription up to 5%, which can lower the cost. Advanced security. 365 use two-step identification verification and can detect ransomware, also protect against scam virus, malware, and with data encryption. Scalability. Offer 365 over easy pay-as-you-go service by upgrading the subscription as the business need grow. Disadvantage of using the 365 are customers have to subscribe by paying a fee according to the provision of the Microsoft. And then to receive the update from the 365, device must be connected to internet.
And next for the second example is Amazon Web Service, or also known as AWS. The advantages of AWS are, first, AWS provides a free tier where allow customers to use the product for 1 year. Next one is a diverse array of tools. AWS also expanded into over 70 more services where it can increase the effectiveness and efficiency of the user. Next one is advanced security, cost-effective scalability. AWS is scalable because the AWS offers a service automatically increase the capacity of on-prem resources as per requirement, so that the application is always available. And next one is global leader, increase the speed and agility. While the disadvantages of AWS are difficult to learn the development process of AWS, and it takes more longer time to develop AWS, which can take up to 15 or 20 minutes for a simple website. And this one is the application is not an ideal option for startups that are not tech savvy. And next, the example is Google Cloud Platform. The advantages of Google Cloud Platform are, first one is availability. So as long as there is a working internet connection, the user can access the platform in any time, anywhere, and any device. And next one is Google Great Security, a better pricing, environmental friendly, big data, control and flexibility, availability, higher uptime and reliability, and redundant backup. While the disadvantages of AWS are, first, difficult to spare and have a small components, and everything it costs apart from the free tier. Not as many features as other cloud platforms, and does not support standard email, especially port 25.
The last is the future prospect of cloud computing. As we know that cloud computing is one of the rapidly growing IT innovation in this generation. On the surface, most of the respondents believe that the cloud computing will keep on dominating the user information transition due to its advantages. But on the other side, the respondents also worry about the security problems and the future exposes private information, and this will be a homework for the concerned parties. Same as the internet, cloud computing also keep on evolving, so it's hard to be predict what will be happening for the next due to its content adjustment. But we need to believe that each adjustment will create a big impact to our daily life and can bring us a profound change. So that's all from our presentation. Thank you for your attention. Sorry there's a mistake and see you again.